Hello everybody, this is me, SM19J. Welcome to a discussion video, and today I'm going to be discussing my thoughts on Amiibo now costing $30 to $40. Yes, that is correct. Amiibo, at least in the US, I don't know too much about countries outside of the US. I haven't heard much about the prices for them. But I would assume they're going to increase just so that way Nintendo doesn't prevent anyone from trying to buy overseas. But yeah, Amiibo now costs $30 to $40, which is absolutely insane. So if you haven't heard or haven't saw, retailer sites like GameStop, Best Buy, and Walmart have updated their price for the Tears of the Kingdom and the Street Fighter 6 Amiibo to now be $29.99 for the Tears of the Kingdom Amiibo and $39.99 for the Street Fighter 6 Amiibo. So what that means is that now Amiibo are even more expensive than they have before. And just to let you all go back and reminisce, remember how in 2014 these lights used to cost $12.99, and then in 2018, as far as I can remember, these lights costed $15.99. Well, 7 years later, they now cost $29.99 to $39.99, and I would only assume it's based on the company that's making these based on the IP. So like Nintendo has theirs for the Tears of the Kingdom set to, well, let me say this first. Back then, and I am getting my information an account called Amiibo News. Back on April 18th of this year, they had came out with a tweet that said that pretty much had showed placeholders on Best Buy site, which showed that the Tears of the Kingdom Amiibo would only be priced at 19.99 individually, and Capcom Street Fighter 6 Amiibo individually would have been 29.99. There we go. And yeah, and then a few days later, we were now seeing sites like Walmart update the price from 19.99 to 29.99 and 29.99 to 39.99. Oh, $30 to $40. From 20 to 30 to 30 to 40. My goodness, that is a lot. Jesus. But yeah, that pretty much means that these prices have gone up, and while you can call it greed from Nintendo and Capcom's part, I don't think that's the case, as it looks like these could be due to the tariff on China, with it being a 145% tariff on charge on China, and it makes sense honestly because when you look at the bottom of the base, these are made in China. You might not be able to see it very well, but um, if you have an amiibo and you look at the bottom of the base, these do say made in China. So yeah, and I would also assume they're being shipped from China as well. So it's not too much of a surprise, honestly. But this does suck because now that's even a lot more money having to come out of your wallet just for what are pretty much now just silly little cool decorations um, for you to put on your table or work desk, a shelf, honestly. And yeah, because to be honest with you, the functionality for these things have sort of gone down, really. Um, they don't really do too much besides give you like little cosmetics in game, which you can already get in game. Maybe besides some things. It also does not help that almost every Nintendo game that has come out recently haven't really had amiibo support. So, Princess Peach Showtime, no amiibo support. Mario and Luigi Brother Ship, no amiibo support. Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door Remake, no amiibo support. Mario vs. Donkey Kong Remake, no amiibo support. Um, what else was there? Super Mario Party Jamboree, no amiibo support. The only one that I can think of from, what was it, last year? Was Tears of the Kingdom. No, not Tears of the Kingdom. Was Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and that had a little and if you had a Link, Zelda, or Ganondorf amiibo, you could have gotten yourself a very cool little costume for Zelda to wear, and that's pretty much it. That's as far as I can remember. I don't know what the Street Fighter Six amiibo do. From what I'm hearing, apparently they're like DLC or something. I don't know. Um, Capcom hasn't really been doing a good job with that, I will say. But yeah, and also, I don't even know the price for the Amiibo cards from Street Fighter Six. Um, so I'll just have to wait and see, and if I can find that out. But yeah, going back to the Amiibo news, they say that the place of manufacture takes place in Haifeng, if I'm saying that correctly. If I'm not, I apologize. Shanwei and Gaindong. I can't believe that's actually a thing. But yeah, and again, obviously these come from China, and to see a 145% tariff charge on them or increase on these things sucks. And I will say, um, obviously these aren't going. Obviously, tell price increase on electronics is not the end. Is not the biggest thing to complain about. Obviously, tells have a all have an effect on everything, like food, for example. So yes, this sucks all around. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, price increases on Amiibo and game accessories suck. They're the worst thing ever because obviously it's not. Food, clothing, and everything else that are necessities come first, rather before little plastic toys and whatnot. So yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and say these changes on Amiibo and game accessories are the are the biggest problem in the world right now because obviously it's not. Before anyone says that in the comments, no, Amiibo and game accessories price changing are not. Uh, they're on a list, but they're not that high on the list of big problems. So yeah, it just sucks because this goes to show that tariffs really are having an effect on these products, whether it be food, clothing, electronics, and what and so on and so forth. Toys, I will say, and let me add that too. But yeah, it just sucks because, and remember, these come out on the same day as the Switch 2. So imagine going and buying a $450 to a $500 console, depending on what you get, the standard or the base or the bundle with Mario Kart World. Now, then imagine wanting to get some accessories like the Switch 2 Pro controller, another pair of Joy-Cons, a Switch 2 gaming case or carrying case, the Switch 2 camera, remember that. And then also, if you want to buy games too, like Street Fighter 6, Cyberpunk 2077, Bravely Default HD Remaster, or whatever the remaster that is. Or if you're going to get the physical copy of Mario Kart World, that's $80. Remember that. It's just like it all adds up to so much money. And then you include the four amiibo from Tears of the Kingdom and the three amiibo from Street Fighter 6. And let me just say this: the four amiibo individually from Tears of the Kingdom, with those being $30 each, if you get all four of them, that comes out to $120. And let's say, and also, let's say you want to get the Street Fighter 6 amiibo, all three of them, at least the figures, I should say, not the amiibo cards. I don't know what the amiibo cards are going to come out to. I'll just have to wait and see. But um, if you want to get all three of the amiibo from Street Fighter 6, that also comes. Those are individually priced at 39.99 or $40. And guess what? That also comes out to $120. So now you have to add in $120 to your Switch 2 and all the accessories, and that comes out to just so much money. It really, really does. And this sucks because now a hobby is now becoming more and more expensive, and it shouldn't. And it sucks because these tariffs really are having an effect on our livelihoods. And it's not just again, it's not just from the food to the clothing. It's also on our hobbies, and it sucks because now we're gonna have to some of us are gonna have to stand back and just say, nope, I can't buy that. That's way too much money. And yeah, it just sucks. It really does. And again, just to say this, just to clarify, Amiibo and gaming is not the main. It's not. It won't. It's not going to be the main problem right now. I should say, but it is part of the problem, sadly. And again, while we can just focus on so many of these problems. Really, price increase on food, clothing, etc. can all be bundled up into one. Just because again, it sucks. It really does suck. And sadly, some of us won't be able to afford stuff like food, clothing, and even if we can afford food and clothing, we might not be able to afford little hobbies of little, yeah, little hobbies like Amiibo and gaming to entertain us and, escape from this sad and harsh reality of ours. So yeah, I'm probably not making any sense, but oh well, this is just my little discussion, rambling video. I just wanted to get all of my thoughts out there. But yeah, and then again, to know that the functionality of these amiibo aren't even gonna be worth it for that much. Yeah, I'm not even gonna buy these now. Thankfully, I will say I don't care too much for amiibo now. The only ones I care about are the Mario and Super Smash Bros. Amiibo. Smash Bros. Just to complete that set and get it over and done with. And Mario obviously because it's Mario. I can't skip out on Mario. So yeah. So thankfully, I will not be buying the Tears of the Kingdom amiibo, the new Tears of the Kingdom amiibo, and the Street Fighter 6 amiibo. Just because I don't care for them too much. I haven't even played Tears of the Kingdom or Street Fighter. So again, I don't, I just don't care too much for them. So thankfully, I will be saving my money and not buying those. But I do know for some people out there, they do want to buy them. They do want to collect they do want to collect every amiibo out there, or they want to collect their favorite franchises. And it's such to see that now that might not happen because sadly people won't be able to afford them because they have to go and prioritize on food and clothing. And I know shelter is not part of the tariffs, but clearly having a roof over your head is far more important than silly little amiibo and toys and whatnot. So, and even gaming, I will say, I should include that as well. But yeah, it sucks overall, and it's really, really sad. And hopefully, this all changes. However, hopefully these all go back to normal prices soon, rather than a few years from now. And yeah, it just sucks, and I can't believe this is now a world that we live in. $30 to $40 amiibo, man. That's insane. And I can't believe that. But yeah, I just wanted to get that. I just wanted to get this discussion video out of the way because, again, it's shocking. It's breaking news. I will say somewhat. At least in the gaming sphere. Obviously, not in terms of like politics and whatnot. But yeah, I just wanted to get this out of the way, and also because pre-orders will be going live soon. I think at midnight when this video is up, at least in America, time zones in other countries are gonna have to depend on when the American one goes live. But yeah, it does suck to know that this is where we're at, and for some people they'll be able to buy it, and for majority of us, we won't be able to. But for me, I would say again, I don't care too much for these new amiibos. So yay, I get to save money, but for everyone else who is literally having to think about it, I feel for you, and hopefully it gets better. And yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it for me. This is if y'all enjoyed this little distraction slash rambling video, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share, and let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Do you love this? Most likely not. Do you hate it? Are you outrageous, or are you just sad? Are you sad? Oh, I can't talk. Oh, all you said at this point. Please put your thoughts on in the comments below. And yeah, sadly, Tails won't be the only thing that would go after little Amiibo and toys. It's gonna go after everything else. And hopefully we can just get through these dying times. But yeah, that's it for me. This is Super Money TJ Senator. I'll see you all in the next video.